They said he was done, 41 years old, invisible in the first match, no goals, no assists, nothing. Social media exploded. Drop him, rest him, retire him. The whole world had written off Cristiano Ronaldo. Then he walked onto that pitch in Houston and reminded every single one of them exactly who he is. After Portugal drew with DR Congo, the criticism was brutal. 10 major tournament games without a goal, his worst drought ever, while Messi scored hat-tricks, while Mbappe and Haaland lit up the tournament. Ronaldo had nothing. The questions got louder every single day. Is he too old? Is he holding Portugal back? Is this finally the end? He heard every word. He always does. But before we talk about what happened next, you need to understand who this man really is. Not the superstar, not the brand, the boy, born in Funchal, Madeira in 1985, a tiny island off the coast of Portugal, a family with very little money. His father was a gardener and kit man for the local football club. His mother worked multiple jobs just to keep the family fed. There were nights with not enough food on the table. There were moments his family considered giving him up because they simply could not afford to keep him. That boy grew up with one thing, a burning, unstoppable hunger. At 12 he left his family behind, moved to Lisbon alone, to join Sporting CP's academy. He cried himself to sleep every night, homesick, lonely, far from everything he knew, but he never stopped working, not once. What followed was the greatest individual career in football history: 5 Ballon d'Or awards, 5 Champions League titles, a European Championship with Portugal in 2016, 144 international goals, the most by any man in history, 230 international appearances, also a world record. And yet the one thing that escaped him, the one trophy that haunts him, is the World Cup. 6 tournaments, and it has never been his. This World Cup at 41 years old is almost certainly his last chance. June 23, 2026, Houston, Texas, Portugal vs Uzbekistan, 6th minute, Ronaldo spins on the 6-yard box, he smashes it into the net, the crowd of 68,000 erupts, he screams, he punches the air, the famous SIU heard around the world. Then in the 39th minute Bruno Fernandes plays him through, cool finish, second goal, Portugal win 5-0. And Cristiano Ronaldo becomes the first player in history to score in 6 different World Cups, the second oldest scorer in World Cup history at 41 years old. They said he was finished. He scored twice and broke a record that may never be broken again. This is not a man running away from the end. This is a man who has spent his entire life proving every doubter wrong. From a hungry kid in Madeira to the greatest scorer in the history of international football, Ronaldo does not chase legacy. He builds it, goal by goal, record by record, World Cup by World Cup. And he is not done yet. If this story fired you up, subscribe to the channel, because the next untold story is already out there.